little buddy. I'm up to 55 followers on Instagram now. Oh, I'm going to. I got 4 hours and 40 some minutes. Basically what I do to try to put a dent in this is I will go through and yeah, I'll fight against the storm for probably the match, but I can get anywhere from 8 to 15 weapons fished in a match. Unless, of course, I keep running into stuff like this. No weapons so far. This is getting a little ridiculous. Figures. What's up, Jason? How you doing, buddy? Basically, all I'm doing is challenge grinding right now. Before the season ends. Silent. This is one of the guys that works around the corner from where I live. He, I talk to him usually when I go into Dollar General over there. And I showed him my YouTube videos. Yep, one sub at a time. Yeah, I'm probably not going to survive the storm on this one. Appreciate it, dude. It means a lot. Trying to get it to grow, that way it might go somewhere. Matthew, you seen I got your favorite gun, didn't you? Out of a fishing spot. Yeah. We both know you love the purple pump. You can't hide that. Oh, okay. So let me rephrase, your favorite short-range weapon. Can't argue with that one. You know what? I'm gonna save. I was gonna save my fish, but I was gonna save them, but I got another one. Hey, I had another viewer. love that 2-tick storm. Matthew, I think this is the longest I've lasted in a storm. Oh yeah, I got this. Yeah, Jason, I ain't that close yet. I did hit thub on yours, by the way. I don't know if you've seen or not. Two ticking away, ain't it? Shoot. Ah. I tried to get it. Couldn't move, dude. Sorry, little buddy. I can't really help that much. Oh, it can't be that easy. AFK? Don't stand AFK. that's the one thing that most of my videos that I put on, that are on my YouTube, are all just, they're just straight videos. I don't go through and edit anything. Honestly, I don't see a point in it. I mean, editing's not a bad thing, but I would rather people see what I do without all the edits. Oh, you spam. Alright, little buddy. The wrong button. But anyways, I mean, I get it. I understand the editing, especially because, you know, some of you want to take out of like the load times and everything else. But I mean, I look at it as, you know, people are gonna get on my stream and they're gonna see me, you know, when I live stream, and I want them to see me the same way when I live stream as when I post a video. I know it sounds kind of tedious, but that's how I do things, just because of the fact that, you know, some people want their stuff edited, others, I don't worry about it too much. People can't take me at face value, and oh well. I'm just trying to get this challenge done. I've got literally one challenge left, and it's a literal pain in the rear end. There's nothing enjoyable about it, because instead of going in and, you know, fighting my way through, it's fishing. Which, I mean, I get it. There's perks to having it in the game and, you know, stuff like that, but I think the number they set for it is a little extreme. Hey. My biggest thing is, you know, I've got a little over 4 hours to get this challenge done, and then the brand new season comes out. How would I held onto those? Oh well. No, like I said, Jason, once I actually, get some people to come into my live stream more than just every now and then, I will come into my live stream with me and I'll give you a shout out, kind of get your channel open a little bit, get people to see, that way kind of get you on an up start. Just out of curiosity, have you ever thought about actually doing videos on gaming as well? The only reason why I ask is just because of the fact that there's a lot to it, but there's not as much as, and I mean, I get it, you make your own videos, and I actually seen some of yours, but, I mean, technology is something you can definitely get into really easily, as far as videos go, even if you're just doing reviews. Even if you do reviews on, certain cell phones or gaming consoles or video games and stuff like that. Both have their own little perks. I myself, I mean, I'm good with technology, but I enjoy gaming, and I'm a little biased towards certain cell phones, so that doesn't make for good content. no gliders. That's why. See, and at first I thought the same way. I figured, you know, doing the whole streaming thing, it's going to take a lot to get a lot of subs. Then you have to go through, you know, making sure you're pleasing everybody that goes in so you don't lose subs. You know, you got to be able to do this, that, and the other. And my whole thing is, my whole outlook on it is you're either gonna like me or you're gonna hate me. And if you hate me, I apologize. If you like me, great. And one of the biggest things that I did for my channel, because the kid that was in here beforehand that said, hey, what's up, he's basically my streaming partner. We coordinate our ideas and kind of work together to try to make a better goal at the end of it. And one of our biggest things is we want to go through, and because mine is gaming, I'm going to go through, and every weekend that I stream, I'm going to open up my stream and I'm going to open it up to anybody who's subbed to my stream. And if they're on there and they want to play, give me your username, I'll add you to it and we'll game out. If there's a bunch of them on, I'm going to rotate out. That way everybody gets a turn, because the biggest problem with streamers these days, when they do it live, they don't cooperate with everybody. It's just who they choose. And I don't think that's very fair. I think that's kind of, I don't want to say biased, but that's really the best word for it. They pick specific people that they're going to stream with, and then they don't ever, you know, they don't game with anybody else. You know, you hear all these streamers, oh yeah, you know, send me your username, you know, we'll game up sometime, and it never happens. I've had that happen to me on 3 different streamers, and all it did was severely piss me off. Because, you know, one of them, he was one of my favorite streamers. I watched him religiously. Every video he came out with, I commented on. Every video he came out with, I subbed to it. I, you know, followed it the whole 9 yards, and had absolutely nothing to show for it. I mean, not even a, hey, you know, he's, you know, followed me for a while, just want to give him a shout out, say hey, nothing. And that's part of the reasons why a lot of streamers are losing their followers, is because they don't interact with them. If you're going to spend time and effort watching somebody on YouTube or Twitch or whatever they stream on, they have to see that, you know, you're going to interact with them. And a lot of them don't do that anymore, and it's highly annoying. I watch streamers all day long who sit there and say, oh, you know, this is how I'm going to do it. I want to make sure, you know, all my followers get a chance. Well, then the chance never truly comes. They go into a game, they go into a stream one night, they're on there for 3 or 4 hours at a time, and out of those 3 or 4 hours, maybe 2 of their subs will get into a game with them, and it's just one game. And that's, I mean, that's messed up. And I see the way I see it, and this is going to sound funny, but my original thought process came from one of my favorite musicians. And in one of his songs, his exact words were, if I could have, and for all these companies that are trying to offer me money, you give me 80 grand to throw out to my fans who got me where I'm at, we'll talk. Until then, I don't want your money. I don't want your record deal. I don't want your crap. I want you to leave me alone. Because if it wasn't for the fans, they wouldn't be anywhere. He wouldn't have the following he does, and now he's got a massive following. People are following him everywhere. Did you spamming, jerk. I mean, like I said, dude, my whole point is just because of the fact that, I mean, so many people, I mean, they want things, and they want people who are going to get on here, and they're going to be like, hey, you know, check me out, you know, hey, I see, yeah, you know, I see you following me, I see you watching me. Oh yeah, I've got the S10 Plus, so I completely understand on that one. I've had one iPhone, and after I replaced it with my Note 4, I drove over it because I can't stand iPhone. They're crap. But no, I've watched a lot of different streamers and a lot of different gamers, especially, you know, gamers who make millions of dollars playing the game that I am now. Sit there and they get on there, and it's always, you know, you get these streamers who are like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna lose, you know, I've got all these wins, I've got all this stuff, blah 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 blah. For me, I enjoy the game, but my whole thing is it's not about the wins. It's not about how many kills you get in a game. It's not about, you know, what you can do with that game. It's about enjoying the game. It's about having fun doing it. That's why a lot of people, you know, they hate the challenges on here. But I don't stream to sit there and get a bunch of people's attention for how good or bad I could be. I stream because I want people who spend religious hours watching YouTube and other streamers to enjoy somebody who isn't out there just for the wins. Isn't out there just for the, oh yeah, I can beat you, bragging rights. I had a kid earlier in my Instagram ask me if I would 1v1 him. And I told him, I was like, I don't have a problem 1v1ing anybody. But I'm in the middle of a challenge set right now that I'm working on. Hit me up later and I will. Well, my little buddy that was in here earlier has had people actually stop subscribing to him because he wouldn't 1v1 him. And I mean, I think that's a little messed up. I think it's kind of low that you would go through, and just because somebody won't let you prove how good you are, you unsubscribe to them. That right there tells me that they are more worried about the competition of the game than they are the joy of the game. And that's sad. It's sad to say that, especially because I absolutely love this game. I've been playing it since the beginning. And it's sad that a game that everybody loved at one point in time has now turned into something that is nothing more than a mere competition to everybody. I mean, I get, you know, the competitive aspect of it. I do. But on the flip side of that coin, I mean, you still have to be able to enjoy the game. And when it becomes too much of a competition, you take the pleasure out of the game. And I can't do that. I can't sit here and honestly say, oh, this is gonna be 100% all competition for me. I don't want anything else from it. Dude, I've got so many hours invested in so many different games that if I was going to do that, it wouldn't be this. I've got pushing 200 hours invested just in Fallout. And that's just Fallout 4. That doesn't include Borderlands, that doesn't include Call of Duty, doesn't include Fortnite, it doesn't include any of that. Just 200 hours in Fallout 4. And everybody, you know, it's too much of a competition. Nobody wants to just enjoy the game, and I don't like that. If I'm going to play a game, I want to enjoy it. And all of its aspects, both working and broken. Because, I mean, yeah, this game, there are some broken things in it. There's still some quirks they're trying to work out. You know, I get that. Every game's going to have those bugs. But on the same side of it, you know, I see things a certain way, and there's a lot of streamers out there, there's a lot of gamers out there that are probably not going to like it. They're not going to like how I am, because, you know, people see me, they think I'm an ass, and I won't deny there sometimes that I am. I'm the kind of person that if a kid comes into my stream and he's watching and he's having a good time and somebody starts picking on him, I'm going to call him out. And I don't care if I lose followers, I don't care if I lose friends. Friends come and go. I do care about keeping that little kid from being bullied, though. I mean, I know that may seem weird to some people, and to others it doesn't. But I grew up around bullies and everything else who used to pick on my sisters, and I can't do that. I can't let some kid be part of that statistic just because. Yeah, see, I don't care about the donations. I mean, yeah, you know what, if I get something out of this, awesome. I will be the first one to truly give back to the people who get me where I'm at. But at the end of the day, that's just like everybody looks at me about my military service and they're like, oh, well, you're serving because, you know, it's an honorable thing to do. No, I'm serving because it's something that I want to do. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's something that I enjoy. There's no aspect of the military that I don't embrace or enjoy. I mean, it's just, there's none of it that I don't enjoy. It's like this game. A lot of people see it and they're like, oh, well, you know, it's just a kid shooter. Well, to you. To me, it's something that I can embrace and enjoy on a normal basis without, especially because, you know, I've got nieces and nephews, I've got friends and family that, you know, that I game with them on a religious basis. I mean, my little buddy that was on here earlier, I game with him. I've gamed with him almost every day for the last year. I mean, I've gotten to know his family, and we live 5 states apart. That's what kills most people. We live 5 states apart, and he's probably one of my best friends on here. Even though, you know, yeah, I'm not. I'm 29 years old. He's 16, but he is, you know, by far one of my best friends on here. He's also one of the few who's been as true as you can be when it comes to being a person on a video game. Okay. These two are getting on my nerves. See, and it's players like that that get on my nerves, mostly, because, you know, I'm not on here trying to win or lose the game. I'm not on here trying to upset anybody. I'm on here trying to complete a challenge because it's something that I want to get done. And these two that I keep running into just keep causing me problems. Because for them, it's not a game, it's a competition. And that drives me insane. Everybody out there is just too damn serious. That time I got you back for that one. See, I'm one of the few people that'll sit here and honestly tell you, I don't care about the money. If I get it, great. If I don't, okay. I'm still gonna keep making videos. I'm still gonna be the same person I am. And at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't like it, sorry. And I think that's what bothers most people about me in general. I think that's my biggest concern about streaming, is about the fact that most people aren't going to like me because I am the one that'll sit there and tell them, you know, hey, leave the kid alone. I'm also the one that, you know, if we get into a game with a kid and he's trying to get a challenge done so, you know, he can get his first skin or, you know, whatever, sure. I got you. I'll give you the better gun just so you can do it. I mean, that's the kind of person I am. There's so many people on this game that take it so seriously that, you know, there's no... Kids don't have fun with it anymore. It's all about, you know, being the better player. It's all about being the better competition. Oh, I know. And the bad thing is, dude, is there's people like that everywhere. richest gamers in the world doesn't even get on to, you know, talk to his subs and see how they're doing. He gets on for the competition. To him, it's all about the money. He got rich playing a video game. One of the first ones in the world to be rich doing it. And now he's untouchable. If you look him up, everybody knows who he is. Ninja. He's one of the greatest gamers for this game ever created, and he doesn't get on and see how his subs are doing. He doesn't get on his, you know, game with the little guys who are trying to get better. He gets on to. It's awesome, dude. Best of luck to you. I appreciate the invite. I'll have to talk to my wife, but I'll let you know. Who's that?